guys, Mike here. I don't know, my video software was messing up earlier, so this is like my 15,000th attempt at this. Wanted to touch base and talk a little bit about what I think the best beginner load to get is. Well, let's not say load, let's say pallet. So if you're first starting off, you know, your initial response may be, let me get something easy like electronics and tools. Sure. Usually when you're buying electronics and tools, whether you're bidding it or buying it or however you're getting it, usually the discussion is how much are you willing to not make to risk all that. So I say that because electronics, I went for it, and at the time I was bidding on 2 pallets for $55,000, and it said what I saw was new and used. Oh, I'm sorry, when I read it, I said new Apple electronics. And I was like, oh wow, this looks awesome. Ran my comps on eBay, looked a little closer, it said new and used, and I had just bid $55,000. So I definitely was a little scared there. And when that person bid me out, I swear it was the most relief I've had in a long time. Anyway, I say all of that to say that I think the best load you can get is furniture. If you've got the space for it, the margin is great. Usually if you're buying return furniture, I would suggest somewhere between 12 and 20%, and expect a little bit of a breakage rate. If you can get a breakage rate at right around 20%, you should be good. And you can assume that you're going to be selling those on Marketplace for right around 50 or 60% of retail. I usually price at 60. That gives you a little Marketplace room so you can gun for that 50% mark. That usually should math out. All right. Here's where I do the little break so I can turn the camera. Okay, so let me show you a couple little furniture loads we have in stock. So, nope, that's not a furniture load. Ignore that one. Okay, so here is a furniture load. I'll back up on it so you can kind of get on it. You're going to need space for furniture, but I will show you how I go about it. I usually do a 3 rule, and what that 3 rule is I find 3 items that equal the price that I'm being charged the pallet. So let's say I was walking into my own warehouse and I was looking and debating on buying this pallet. What I would do is I grab my phone, run some comps, and make sure that 3 of these equal, and I mean almost in my ability to resell it, the price of the pallet. With as many pieces as this, you know, you can do it with 4. You just want to make sure you have a little bit of insurance. So I went ahead and wrote the retail prices of this. Now keep in mind, these are the retail prices, not the resale prices. So this one I would probably need, there's 150 hiding back over there. I would probably need 4 pieces, but again, looking at this pallet, I would say that I can get my value back in exactly 4 pieces, and there's enough pieces there to offer me the insurance. So I keep talking about insurance, and what that means is you can assume one of those items is broken, maybe. And if it is, then you don't want to lose money. So you can kind of look at everything else as insurance and or profit. So whatever isn't of those 3 or 4 items, that's what you are hoping is going to carry you home. All right, so let's say I'm looking at this pallet and that big boy over there, and I'm trying to determine whether I want to keep one of those pallets. So if you're trying to make the determination and you plan on taking one home, but you got 2 choices to make, I like the 3 or 4 and 1 rule. So yeah, I call it the 3 and 1, but you know, we just talked about the 4. So that extra 1 is an item that you would be okay with keeping, that would upgrade your life in one way, shape, or form. So there's your benefit out. You should be able to pay for the pallet and 3 or 4 items, and then the 1 item that you would keep. that also adds you a little bit of insurance. That way you can justify, let's say half the pallet is broken. You can say, well, that item I did want to keep is good. So let's just pretend I paid full retail for that, and then I broke even on the rest. So at the end of the day, I get a free piece that I would like to keep. I am positive one coffee table. Another fun thing I like to do with furniture is upgrade my house and then sell the one that I'm replacing. So I don't have a lot of love for the furniture in my house. I'm quick to upgrade it because I find it fun on the resale market that I paid less for the new one than what my resale value will be for the less expensive one currently in my house, and still came out on top and or even. So that's why I like furniture. I know everybody's got their own opinions, but it is definitely a good one margin wise. Again, you're going to need the room, but everybody's got furniture, so you've got a big demographic for it. Marketplace, Facebook is blowing up. OfferUp and Let Go just did their merger, so there are plenty of places you can get rid of furniture. Not to mention you can get it out and trade. Your family's going to buy off you. And last tip I'll say before I turn this off: if you do decide to go to furniture, if you sell one thing to somebody, ask them what else they need. Remember, there's a barrier for showing up on Marketplace to meet a complete stranger. Once that barrier is broken, people don't want to go through that anxiety again. Once they know they can trust you and it was a pleasant transaction, then it's a great opportunity to upsell it. I've got one customer that won't buy a pallet unless there's at least 2 items that she knows she's already got sold because of the great communication she has with her customers. So just some food for thought, but if you haven't tried furniture, it may be a good way to go. Used furniture, or I'm not used furniture, but I'm sorry, the return furniture, a lot of the stuff hasn't been opened. A lot of it is missed ships or things that never left the warehouse, but they don't restock it after. Bad box, there's a million other reasons, but usually furniture is pretty safe. I say 12 to 20%. The only way I would go higher is if that is new case pack, because you are indeed taking a risk, but it is definitely a calculated risk. Hopefully that helps. If you got any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. Send me a message and I will absolutely try to address it. Thanks, guys.